In this video, I'm going to spend 8 hours playing mobile games to see if I can make a little bit of money. So you're obviously not going to get rich by playing mobile games for the most part, unless you get really lucky. But I thought it might be a decent way to spend some free time if you can actually make, I don't know, 20 bucks, 10 bucks an hour, something, sitting on your phone playing a game that you enjoy playing. So I'm gonna dive in, see what games seem legit and are fun to play and actually pay out. And I know a lot of people want me to get into some NFT games. I'm not gonna do that in this video because there's a bit more of a learning curve and I'm just getting my toes wet. So that NFT games video will come out a little bit later. So for now, I'm gonna play your traditional mobile games. So let's get into it. So I signed up for Skills, which is probably one of the more well-known get paid to play games type companies out there. And I found a game which is kind of like Boggle, which is just a word game. And I've been playing like a Boggle with friends with my wife, Rachel, for the past month. So I feel like I'm getting pretty good at it and it could be a good way to beat out other players and make some money. So that's the first one I'm gonna try.
Boggle.
You basically start off with a few practice games to get the hang of the gameplay before you dive in with real money.
I've never seen someone pick up a new app like that and master it so quickly.
Once I was comfortable with it, I started playing $1 games, which means you pay 60 cents and play heads up against one other opponent, and then the winner takes the $1 prize, and Skills gets to pocket the additional 20 cents. And then as you advance in skill level, they will adjust your matchups so you supposedly play people who are at a similar level to you, so the games remain competitive. Now, I ended up playing a majority of $5 games. The buy-in here is $3, with the winner taking $5. Pausing the timer for a lunch break. All right, well, it looks like the past month or so of boggling Rachel has paid off because I have so far won every paid match that I have done, but it's getting to the point where the app is not finding people to match me up with as my level increases. So I have a few matches that are open right now that I already paid the entrance fee for. I'm just waiting for them to find someone else to play against, and then that'll decide who the winner is. So looks like I may have to move on to another game now. We'll see how the afternoon goes.
I've been stuck inside playing online Boggle. It's messing with my head. Star, rats, arts, tars.
After lunch, unfortunately, I broke my win streak with some losses. And then after a couple hours, I was up about $17, which was pretty good. Then I decided to try out some more games. I tried out Strike by Bolero, which is a bowling game. And I spent maybe like 15 minutes trying to get the hang of it, but I never really felt confident in my abilities to play a paid game and decided to look for something else.
No strike bowling bowler struck by nope striking bow.
I downloaded Solitaire Cash, which is another platform outside of the Skills network, but it works similarly. I played a game, and then I remembered I just don't like playing solitaire that much, and again, didn't think I was good enough to compete for real money, so I decided to go back to Skills and see what other games they had. One of the most popular games is one called Blackout Bingo. Now, I'd never played a bingo game on my phone before, so I had no idea how this would be a competitive battle, but basically it all comes down to strategically using power-ups to maximize your score. These booster power-up things range from the ability to daub an extra space that hasn't been called, to these golden ball things which allow you to select a specific number from your board to be called. But the trick is you don't get to look at your board as you pick, so it can be hard to remember which ones you really need. There's also a 2x point multiplier and additional time power-ups. Anyways, it's a pretty fast-paced game and the highest score wins. Honestly, this game was really fun and kind of gets the adrenaline pumping, which is weird when you think about competing for $1, but hey, it was a pretty good time. I spent a long time in the dollar matches just trying to get a hang of the right strategy. I checked out Reddit and YouTube for some tips and tricks as well, and I felt like I was starting to get the hang of it. The thing is, since the pacing is really fast, you have to really focus and make sure you don't make little mistakes. Accidentally screwing up one of the power-ups can easily cost you the game, which happened to me several times. Also, you're usually running down to the wire trying to get as many last-minute bingos that you can manage, and then several times I just didn't hit the bingo button in time for it to count all of my bingos before time ran out. So it really takes focus and precision, which I realize all sounds pretty weird when we're just talking about bingo, but that's the way this game goes.
Bingo! How fun!
Pool Payday. Let's try this out. I then decided to give my brain a break and switch to Pool Payday. This reminded me of those old pool games from like Windows 98 or whatever. Again, I did a few practice games to get the hang of it. This too was pretty fun, and I'm sure with more practice I could probably have a better win percentage. You get extra points for trick shots or hitting a ball into a pocket with like a 10x multiplier, so that keeps things pretty interesting. Now I stuck around the 60-cent buy-in games since I never felt like I was good enough to advance to the next level. I ended up winning 8 games and losing 7, but because when you win, you net a 40-cent profit, and when you lose, you're out 60 cents, I still ended up losing $1. 21 minutes left. I ended up switching back to bingo because, well, it's pretty addictive. It's got that strangely simple yet complex and challenging yet fun combinations going on. I have about $42 in my bankroll. I don't know if you can see that. But I'm going to go ahead and play bingo, do like a $30 bingo game. See if I can make up for lost money. So here it goes. I lost by 51 points. Well, I ended up playing 83 games of bingo. I won 44 of those, but since I lost more at higher stakes, I ended up in the hole about $50. Whoops. Well, today was a long day. It started off pretty fun, but well into the afternoon, my brain was starting to feel fried playing these dumb little games and regularly going back and forth between winning and losing. It was just all kind of exhausting. But let's look at the final numbers. Now I made up this spreadsheet tracking my wins and losses across word race, bingo, and pool because, well, I'm a big nerd. I played word race for about 2 hours, resulting in about $8.80 per hour. I played pool for just under an hour for $1 loss. I played bingo for about 3 hours and 45 minutes and lost $50. So either I'm just not good enough to compete for real money in these games, or the way you're matched up with other competitors is a bit unbalanced. Either way, it seems like Skills is making stacks on stacks with this business model, and it's clear that's where the real money is at. And on that note, when starting off today, I didn't intend to play almost everything entirely on the Skills platform. This is not a sponsored video or anything, but once I had money deposited on their platform, it just kind of made sense to stick with it since they all have a similar feel and structure, and the games are honestly pretty fun. Now, in terms of actually making money, I think it's clear from today that it's probably a much better way of losing money. I think in order to consistently win with mobile games, you have to put in a crazy amount of hours getting good, or maybe you have to find a way to cheat.
Do you have any idea how many patients I had to ignore to get that high score? People died.
But just like most of these kinds of things, I think it's probably better to work on a side business if you're looking to pull in some extra cash. Even just driving for Uber or Postmates would be a lot better for your bank account, but obviously not as easy or fun as sitting on your couch with your phone. Now, I've got like 16 bucks left in my account, so I was thinking maybe one last round of bingo? No, you're addicted. Okay, this is gonna cost me $12. The winner gets 20.
3, 2, 1, go. O, 65. G, 50.
All right, the results are in. Let's see if I won. I didn't win. Well, this game. Alright, enough of that crap. In the future, I do want to make a video about NFT games, so if there are any ones in particular that you want me to try out, drop me a comment below. Thanks so much for watching. If you would, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button on this video, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.